What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Varsity Overland channel, and today we are finally going to install the front bumper on our 2023 Toyota 4Runner. And with that install, there's actually a few people I need to thank, because this video is brought to you in part by 3 different companies. I would like to thank Ali Rook from CBI in Princeau for having a long conversation with me through email and giving me a discount on the front bumper. I'd like to thank Diode Dynamics as well for including me into their sponsorship program. I am now officially sponsored by Diode Dynamics. They are the only lights that I have used on Goose, the 21 ZR2, and they will be the only lights that we use here on the Roadrunner as well. And then finally, I also want to thank F&F Specialty Vehicles, located in Portland, Connecticut, which is where we are headed right now to get the front bumper installed. Those guys are really good people. They really know what they're doing, and they're always willing to work with me, and I really, really appreciate that. So I'm going to head over to the shop right now and film the install process of the Covert Baja front bumper. And I did not choose to include a winch. Blasphemy, right? I know. I can already feel you guys warming up your keyboards to start telling me why that was a dumb choice. But if you want to know why, because I have a few reasons. If you want to know why I didn't choose to install a winch, you're going to have to wait until after the install footage. At the end of the video, I am going to explain myself and tell you why I did not choose to install a winch. So let's head on over to the shop and get started. All right, folks, well, it's been about a month with the CBI bumper, and so far we love it. It really kind of like completes the front end of the vehicle. It looks really good. You know, and the light is awesome. I'm not a huge white LED light kind of guy, but this is Michelle's vehicle, and she preferred the white lights over the amber lights, so that's why we went with the white light bar. Before I address the comment about not having a winch installed on this, I just wanted to point out that some of you might have been expecting another Colorado expedition video today, for those of you that follow the channel closely. And I just wanted to throw this video in here because I've had a lot of questions about the progress of the 4Runner. You know, where is it? What are you doing with it? You know, did you decide not to continue building it up? So here we are, adding a 4Runner video to that playlist. But if you don't know what the Colorado expedition is, I have been editing those videos. This past summer, Michelle and I took our Colorado ZR2 from Connecticut to Colorado, documented the whole thing. So if you're interested in checking out that adventure, there are the first 4 episodes up on my YouTube channel of that kind of series, I guess you could say. But on to the comment about the winch and how we did not choose to put it in. There's a couple factors here, all right? So number one, this is not gonna be our primary overland vehicle. We're still gonna kind of stick to the Colorado ZR2, my truck, Goose, as our primary overland vehicle. That has a 12,000 pound synthetic winch on it, and that's still gonna kind of be the one that we use for, I guess you could say, some of the more technical or more gnarly stuff. This is going to be sort of dedicated to maybe more easier weekend adventures, maybe like, you you know, reserved campsites, places that we've already been to perhaps, if it is still dispersed wild camping, but we know maybe what the route looks like, or we know what the actual campsite looks like, just some easier stuff. And on top of that, you know, it is still Michelle's daily driver, and she does drive just a few extra miles more than I do on a weekly basis. And I wanted to keep that in mind when we were kind of building up the truck. It already has new wheels and tires, it already has the Prinsu rack, now it's going to have this steel front bumper on it. So there's some extra weight, there's some more rolling resistance with the more aggressive tire. There's a lot of factors that are involved here, and it does not help the MPGs. It does not help fuel economy. So leaving the winch out, which was kind of, you know, pretty heavy, added to the steel bumper, it's just, if we don't think we're really going to be using it that much, then why bother? Why even install it, you know? So this is going to be sort of like, I guess you could say, our touring overland vehicle versus a more dedicated like off-road overland vehicle, which would be my truck. So that's what that's going to be. I know someone's going to comment, someone's going to say something about, you know, you'd rather have it than not need it, than need it and not have it, which can be said about virtually anything that you add to your overland vehicle, you know. So if I had that much of a serious mindset regarding the what if scenarios, then, you know, I guess you could say I should have put a 3-inch lift on it. I should be running 33s. I should be installing a full front bumper instead of just like a little covert front bumper. There's, you know, once you dive deep into that sort of mindset, your build gets extremely expensive, and ain't nobody got time for that right now. So we're doing what we can, and we're just kind of trying to keep it as simple as we can. And you know what? At the end of the day, we like it. And if you enjoy your build and you do it the way that you want to, who's going to argue with that, right? So, no winch on the 4Runner. And this is pretty much the way it's going to sit for the time being. We got our bumper, we got our wheels and tires, we got our rack on top. There's not a whole lot else we want to do with it currently. I definitely want to hear what you guys have to say about this build, you know. Feel free to tell me some of the things that you might have done differently. Some of you are definitely going to say, always put in a winch. You're an idiot, Varsity Overland. So if that's the case, then, you know, go for it. But yeah, so that's all we got for the 4Runner build right now. Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate the view as always, and I'll see you next time. Peace, people.